Ideal freelancing situation number 5. In my opinion, ideal freelancing situation number 5 would be when we actually limit the number of contractors on these websites, and we also limit the way they actually operate on these websites. Right now what is happening is there are probably innumerable number of contractors. At the same time, there is only a very limited number which is good quality, which is regular on these sites, which is actually bidding and actually working on these sites, whereas others are just lying by the wayside, and probably some sites like the fact that okay, some of them maybe they're paying some monthly fee also in case of sites like Elance, like so that's something which I think we need to kind of streamline. And very importantly what I feel is that often there are too many contractors chasing too few jobs, and often there are these jobs which have just too many contractors having applied for them. Like on sites like freelancer.com, I've seen probably one job which has like 50 applications, 100 applications. I've seen even 200-300 applications for a single job. And I think the client would tear his or her hair apart, just trying to identify a particular talent which he or she thinks would be suitable for the job, because there are too many and it's very difficult to choose. I think we can do is, for every job also there can be a minimum threshold, and and that can be defined by the client. And I have posted a job, and the way we define it in this way, that okay, the first 20 applicants, and then no further bids can be allowed. See what the quality of applications which you get. If you think they are not suitable, you seek another fresh 20 applications. Something like that can be done. That will be an ideal situation where you have a limited set of contractors who are applying for the jobs which are available, who are instead of too many contractors chasing after the same jobs. That way I think it will be much better experience for everybody concerned. So therefore what I feel, limited linked to what I said in the previous point about establishing contractor credentials. So when they are established firmly, that's when again you have a limited pool of contractors rather than too many of them. Likewise, when you have too few but good quality contractors, the number of applications would also be relatively they would be of good quality, and they would all be such who can really be hired. So that's where I think the entire experience for contractors, for clients, for everybody, it would be much better. So therefore, limit the number of applications to each job, limit the number of contractors overall on these freelancing sites. I think that's where you can have a much better freelancing experience. Instead of having too many average and below average contractors, why not have a limited set of very good quality contractors? That's where I think the experience would be much better. Clients might find it tough to select, but at the same time, if there are 10 instead of 100 applications, I think choosing out of 10 becomes a somewhat easier proposition than choosing out of 100. So even checking and or going through those applications takes so much time, so it's a frustrating experience for the clients as well. Why do you want to give that sort of an experience to the clients? You want to give them as comfortable and as good an experience as possible, and that's where I feel, limit the number of contractors on sites, limit the number of applications for each job. Cheers.